Hey, welcome to the TVP channel. Let me begin by asking you all a question. Are you all fans of interactive gameplay? Today I bring you guys Jesmon against the Security Control. Now, these two decks have their own separate win conditions and brings you the similar level of despair. However, between these two, which are the lesser evil? Without further ado, let's dive right into the game itself as we do see BO3 evolve in the nursery, and we do see a TK being set up for the Security Control player, and I must say TK in a turn 1 for Security Control player is super strong because you get to see what your security have and you do pick up a yellow card, which is usually a very good stuff such as the memory boost or even more tamers, as you do see another tamer being set up in the form of Kari. And now Kari does have a lot of interactions that allow it to benefit from the memory gain, such as TK and even the Zoe, as well as the Justimon. So we do see another Hardmon being hard play here and do pick up level 5 and level 6, which is pretty essential for his nursery Digimon, given that it's a level 4 currently. We do hatch the Gurimon, and of course the red option will be coming down here in the form of Atomic Blaster to kill off that 2 Hardmon. Simple yet effective, as he does actually go for the Savior Hardmon, and because of the TKs, he does actually gain to 3 memory and he's going to just pass the turn with the Reinforced Memory Boost, which I must believe is one of the strongest card yellow can have now. And it's a card that can't go wrong, and we do see the Kari be activated here, now giving him 2 memory instead of 3, so he can actually just evolve to the Jesmon right there, and this guy just gonna hardcore the Bao Hardmon to pass the turn, and we do see another Kari tamer being set up. The Bao Hardmon will be swinging at the security because we do know that the Gaia Force was placed there thanks to the reinforced memory boost, so he's going to sacrifice one of the bodies, he's going to evolve to the Jesmon, and yet again the right player to start with 3 memory, and he's going to go for another reinforced memory boost to gain a top 2, and we'll of course see the tamer as well as the Ophanimon. He's going to pick up the tamer to the security and Ophanimon to hand, which is the wise move, and thanks to the Kari once again, he's going to gain 2 memory and actually choke the Jesmon to 1, and it's going to hardcore the Hardmon to pass the turn, so it's not yet ready to actually bring out the Jesmon to start swinging at security. And we do see the right player setting up more stuff in the form of Zoe this time to pick up the Justimon to hand, and in this case he actually can use the Kari tamer to gain 2 memory here if he chooses to do so, which he will, so he'll be gaining 2 memory thanks to the Zoe play, very balanced. It's going to push out the Zoe, which he played earlier, to evolve to the Zephyrmon to gain the security buff. And of course evolving to the Justimon for 1 cost, so still memory choking the Jesmon player as he does throw the Hardmon at the security, hitting to Susanomon, so almost killing off that Jesmon as he does hardcore Hardmon to pass the turn, because you don't really want to hit the security with the Zephyrmon buff as well as the Zoe to actually make the security look very tough and can actually potentially kill Jesmon in the form of the Susanomon. And we do see the Ophanimon 4 mode coming down, and with the Kari tamers it's just effectively a 2 cost evolution, and it's going to start throwing bodies at the security, dealing 1 damage for the first damage he done. It's going to use the reinforced memory boost to gain 3 memory, very balanced once again. It's going to go for another reinforced memory boost looking at top 2. We do see a hybrid as well as a tamer. The tamer will be placed into the security and the hybrid will be placed to hand. The Jesmon will be finally pushed out here and then evolving the Geogreymon on the Hardmon first, because he's going to swing the Geogreymon looking at top 5 to hope for some system on search, as we do know that the TK was on top of the security, so it was a very, I would say, safe swing, but looks like he did not actually search for any system on there, so very unfortunate play. It's going to shuffle the security, and we do have 7 security left for the right player there. Man, that security is stacked. And we're going to swing the Jesmon finally at the Ophanimon, I suppose. And thanks to his piercing effect, he's going to call a system on first, of course. He's going to gain the memory thanks to the Noah, and stand thanks to the Savior Hardmon. And there'll be a total of 2 security checks thanks to that Greymon inherit, hitting to Ophanimon for the mode, so nothing to be scared of there. But we do hit into a Gaia Force, which will kill off that poor Jesmon, which is cooking for quite some time in the nursery, and finally dying to the Gaia Force. Man, that really feels bad, as we do see 3 memory being passed over to the red player as he does finally set a TIE tamer. Now the Zephyrmon will swing at security, pushing to 3, and we're going to go for the Crimson Blaze to kill the Systemon as well as the Geogreymon, which is effectively a board wipe. So he basically have to restart the whole game board except the TIE on the left. It's going to evolve to the Biomon and evolve into the Greymon for 2 costs. It looks like it's going to pass the turn with Alice being hard played here. Now Alice is a very interesting card for Jesmon in general, because Alice really helps you to evolve to the Jesmon, because you do have Systemon bodies thanks to the Savior Hardmon evolution, and you of course can actually kill off on the Systemon to evolve to the Jesmon for free. And we do see the 2 memory boosts being used here, pushing to 6 memory, and it's going to evolve to the Ophanimon 4 down mode, healing 1, and it's going to evolve to the Zod defeat, not using the Kari there so that he can actually memory choke the left player once again, but the left player will simply go for a TIE tamer to set up for the future turns. But the Zod defeat will start pressuring the security, TK will be pushed up here, and of course a hybrid Digimon will be coming down in the form of Kazemon. And it's going to follow up with the Kazemon into a Justimon for just 1 cost, pushing to 7 security when the Jesmon have to deal damage once again, and the Karitamer will gain 1 memory only. It's going to swing it at the security, pushing down to 1. It's going to go for the Dual Tamer to pass the turn. So how will the left player actually react to this? It's going to push out the Greymon, evolving to the Saber Heartmon. And Saber Heartmon will allow him to play a Systemmon for free, which gain 1 memory there. And through the ally skill, he's going to queue up the Systemmon and evolve to the Jesmon for free. So effectively, the Jesmon came down 1 turn earlier and is going to play a delicate plan to hope to counter the security control options here. Swing the Jesmon at the Justimon, gonna hardcore a Noah to gain 1 memory, and of course stand with the Saber Heartmon. We do of course hit into a Zord defeat, but this is 3 checks thanks to the Greymon and Taichi Tamer, so that's a lot of damage if you ask me. It's gonna call another Systemmon Noah and gain 1 memory, so he's pushing up 2 memory, and it's gonna draw 2 thanks to that Digitama and BO3. But definitely 3 more swings will be happening right here, hitting to the Zoe. Zoe once again picking up nothing here, so very unfortunate. Gonna check to 2 more times. The Funimon will be the first one, and the second will be Ikari. So there will be no need for the delicate plan because it does not hit into any options, and he does actually have 2 memory there. So imagine if he didn't cast the delicate plan, he could have potentially go for a Chimeramon, Jogress Evolution, on top of the 2 Systemmon and evolving to another Jesmon, and it could have been possibly game. As we do see a Crimson Blade to kill off all the Systemmons, so there's no blocker stopping those who are defeated from doing damage, and this will be the game of game 1. So the Jesmon was so close to taking the W as he does hatch the Digitama on the second game, and going for the red memory boost, actually missing the rookie already, turn 1, but he does have the red memory boost to pick up the Heartmon so he can evolve it the next turn. And we do see the TK turn 1 once again, which allows him to see the whole security he have and pick up a yellow hybrid Digimon in the form of Justimon to hand. So this is a very nice start for him, and he effectively memory choked the opponent once again. So how will he actually play out this turn? It's going to evolve to the Heartmon as mentioned just now, and then evolving to the Greymon, but thanks to the TK, he does start the turn off with 3 memory, and it looks like he's going to go for another TK here because why not? There's not much pressure from the left opponent. He's going to pick up the Ophanimon for the mod this time, and going to shuffle his security. So definitely he knows his security already, and that TK could have potentially placed a Gaia Force in there, or it's not defeat because of the 1 recovery. Gonna go for the Dual Tamer here to pass the turn, so another memory choke. But the Saber Heartmon will be pushed out because of the red memory boost. He's going to gain 2 memory and then have the enough memory to evolve to the Jesmon, and Jesmon will swing the security. And of course, going to hardcore Systemmon. He's going to hardcore the Systemmon blunt to draw 1. The Saber Heartmon will restand, so it'll be 2 checks here, hitting to Gaia Force once again. Man, I have no words for that, and the Jesmon just died once again, and he's going to go for the Alice play to pass the turn. So at this point, the Jesmon player is definitely feeling very uneasy because of how the Gaia Force has killed off 2 Jesmons already in game 1 and game 2, and the Zephyrmon will be evolved here on top of the TK, and going for the Justimon, and it's going to recover a lot already as he does recover to 4 thanks to Justimon, and finally evolving to the Ophanimon for the mode, recovering to 5. So the Jesmon basically did nothing, and the left player is going to busy build up the Digimons as he does actually hit into a Zord defeat to start things off. Man, the Ophanimon really coming in clutch, as we do see the Saber Heartmon in nursery already. So next turn, a Jesmon would be potentially coming down, but it does respect that. It's going to kill off the Systemmon because of the allies. It's going to swing the Zord defeat at the security, hitting to a Biomon, and going to go for the reinforced memory boost for just 6 memory, but looks like he does pick up 2 Tamers. So the left player is going for the red memory boost to pick up the Greymon already. So the turn has already been passed, so a very fast paced game. The right player definitely has the advantage because the left player doesn't have TIE Tamer being set up, so he can't actually kill off those 5 security. But the right player will keep up the pressure by throwing those 2 Digimons into the security, not dying, so that's very nice. It's going to actually push up the Dual Tamer and evolving to the Zephyrmon for 2 costs. It's going to draw 1, and looks like he does draw into the Zord defeat, which we're going to go for it and killing off the Alice Tamer, so removing any potential play that the left player will have, as he does hardcore Systemmon Awaken just to recover 1 to pass the turn, so he really needs to wait for the next turn to actually deal some damage. But would it be too late, as we do see 3 Digimons against the 3 security, and of course for yellow hybrid, he definitely will have some sort of hybrid Digimon in hand. The Geogreymon doesn't kill anything there, so very unfortunate. The Zord defeat will follow up the security damage, hitting to Alice, and the Zephyrmon will hit the last one, and he does have finally the last hybrid Digimon to go for a game. So this is security control deck list if you guys are interested in, and it's been showcased in the previous video as well. And this will be the Jesmon with the Alice Tamer. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and do consider subscribing, dropping a like and a comment if you guys do enjoy the content.